and 3.
Right, hold that. Show what you got.
Acts 16 and 1.
Yeah.
Then came he to Derbe
Right.
and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timothy.
Timotheus now. This is Timotheus. I don't know what kind of game you're going to have, but you ain't got no game for the Greeks. We shut down all those lies now. All these lies about who's who, what nationality, the name. Come on through, man. Come on through. The name, the word Greek. The nationality, Greek. The word Greek. I didn't check it out. I should have checked it out in Canada. But it's mentioned in this Bible a whole heap of times. A bunch of times. Let's check the Bible dictionary. And they say that that's Javan. They say it's Javan. They also say, talk about how in Joel, how the Grecians sold the children of Israel, or the Sabians sold the children of Israel to the Grecians. Not quite right. But the point is being made that the Greeks are Greeks. They're not Israelites. No possible way. Show what you got.
Acts 16 and 1. Then came he to Derbe and Lystra, and behold, a certain disciple was there named Timothy.
The he here is Paul. Read on.
The son of a certain woman which was a Jewess, and believed, but his father was a Greek.
Now this brother here, Timotheus, his mother was an Israelite, a Jewess, and she believed, meaning that she was a faithful sister. She was a faithful sister. Come on through, it's all right. She was a faithful sister, and her mother, or Timothy's grandmother, was also faithful. And they all knew that his father was a Greek. So, you know,
Acts 16 and 2, which is well reported of by the brethren that it was at Lystra.
so it's well reported up there by now. That everybody knows it. It's well reported that this brother's father is a Greek, you know.
In Iconium, him where Paul had to go forth with him, and took and circumcised him because of the Jews which were in those quarters.
Right.
For they knew all that his father was a Greek.
Everybody knew it. Everybody knew his father was a Greek, man. Everybody knew it. So now here it is now. Paul said, man, listen here. Over here, Titus didn't get circumcised. Read that again, 2:3.
Galatians 2 and 3.
Right.
But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised.
So Titus, who was with Paul and Barnabas, being a Greek, neither him, he wasn't compelled to be circumcised at this point. Over this side, Paul circumcised Timothy. Everybody knew his father was a Greek. Everybody knew it. He might have been, he might have had some melanin. He might have some light skin because his mother was an Israelite. His mother was more than likely from the tribe of Judah, or the house of Judah, if nothing else. But everybody knew his father was a Greek. So all these brothers here now, Tadadaki and Tahar and whoever else, Daniel 7, and as it is written, don't get counted in on that, man. Don't get counted in on that. And talk about how everything, wherever they say Gentiles or wherever they say Greek, it really means, that's a lie. It doesn't mean Israelites. It is what it is, man. Accept it, suck it up, right? Oh, what else you got? Come back.
Galatians 2 and 3. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised.
Right.
And that because of false brethren,
Right.
unawares brought in,
And that because of false brethren, unawares brought in,
who came in privily to spy out our liberty, which we have in Christ Yahushua,
right?
that they might bring us into bondage.
That they came to spy on our liberty, which we had in Christ, that they might bring us into bondage. Now check this bondage out. Give me excuse me. Give me Acts 15:1. Acts 15:20. Come on through, sis. It's alright. Walk straight through. It's alright. Don't bend over, hurt yourself. Acts 15:1, Acts 15:24, and Acts 20 and 30. Give me 2 Corinthians 11. 2 Corinthians 11:13 down to 26. Right? Because, and come back and read Galatians one more time for me. Read Galatians, come back, read Galatians, show me that.
Galatians 2 and 4.
Right?
Galatians 2 and 3. But neither Titus, who was with me, being a Greek, was compelled to be circumcised.
So Titus was not compelled to be circumcised, you know.
And that because of false brethren,
Right.
unawares brought in,
And not because of false brethren, in other words, that was brought in. False brethren brought in.
who came in privily to spy out our liberty,
The only reason they were there is to check the liberty that Paul said he and Barnabas had. Read on.
which we have in Christ Yahushua.
Which they got in Christ. Let's examine that. Because liberty is a big zone. But let's check out these brothers that came in unawares. First and foremost, show what you got.
Acts 15 and 1.
Right?
And certain men which came down from Judea taught the brethren and said, except ye be circumcised after the manner of Moses, ye cannot be saved.
Right, you can't be saved. So certain brothers, they come in with the madness. And with all this, right, hold what you got. Give me Galatians 5 and 1. Read that.
Galatians
Stay there.
5 and 1.
Come on.
Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free,
Right?
and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage.
And don't be entangled with the yoke of bondage. We're going to examine this clearly and show you how this vibration goes, right? Read on.
Acts 15 and 2.
24.
15:24.
Come on.
For as much as we have heard that certain which went out from us have troubled you with words.
They trouble you with words. These are the cats that sneak in and crept in unawares to spy out the liberty that Paul and the brothers had in Christ. The liberty that they have in Christ. Why so? Because they want to examine them so they can bring them into bondage. Bring them back into bondage. Check this out.
Subverting your souls, saying, ye must be circumcised and keep the law, to whom we gave no such commandment.
They didn't give them commandment for that. You understand? But that's how they pressed upon the Gentiles that were listening to Paul. All the other brothers from Judea, or the brethren from the house, they want to press. They pressed and said, you must be circumcised and adhere to the law. But Christ is the end of the law. The end of the law. Right? What else more? Someone's got 2
Corinthians 11 and 13.
Yes.
For such are false apostles,
Such are false apostles, man. These cats just press. Here, again, we want to make this point. The people that press you into the law are false apostles. But these scribes and Pharisees picked up a different game. Because that game not going to work. In that time, it was about circumcision, keep the law. Now they got different game. They say only Israelites can get saved. Well, these guys are who? Read it again.
2 Corinthians 11 and 13.
Right.
For such are false apostles,
These are false apostles. Talk about only Israel can get salvation.
deceitful workers,
Deceitful workers.
transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ.
That's how they transform themselves into the apostles of Christ. Everybody wants to say they got the big fat cat breakdown. They know how it goes. Gentiles, they know who's going to be saved and who's not. Nobody knows who's